Howdy my fellow Greybacks, it is I, Johnny the Rebel Near, and welcome to part 3 of my 9-part miniseries where we take the mercenaries of TF2 and we put them up against the heroes of Overwatch and to see who is the best of the best. This is Merc versus Hero. The job of a mercenary is not an easy job, my friend. You're gonna walk out of this job rich, but also scarred up. And believe me, I walked out with plenty of scars and scratches. I've been shot, stabbed, poisoned, burned, blown up. Also, all sorts of things happened to me. But I always got someone out on the battlefield to patch up my wounds and to keep me fighting. So today we're gonna be talking about those brave souls. This is Best Doctor. My mama told me when I was young that we always have a guardian angel watching over us. And thank goodness this one has a medical license. This is Mercy.
Did someone call a doctor?
The story of Mercy is quite interesting. At a young age, Sigrid grew up in Switzerland during the Omnic Crisis, where the world was fighting for survival and was sadly losing. Each country, each nation was trying to defend itself in its own special way, but taking heavy casualties and losses on both sides. But Sigrid will take probably the worst casualty personally, the loss of her own parents. Instead of taking up the sword and shield to fight against the Omnic threat and to declare war against them, instead she picks up a lab coat and a box of band-aids to help the sick and the injured. Sigrid decided to be against warfare and to devote her entire life to medical research. Because of this, she became one of the head doctors of Switzerland, the head surgeon of one of Switzerland's best hospitals. Dang, girl, you're doing good for yourself. Talk about reaching for the heights. On her journey to become the best doctor, she discovered new cures and new medical advances, including nanotechnology. These little nanorobots can heal severe injuries and do so much more. Sigrid was definitely called a real medical genius and a miracle worker. The war was over and peace was declared, and the new peacekeeping organization, Overwatch, wanted someone to help with their medical research, and their eyes were on Sigrid. Overwatch asked Sigrid if she would join them. At first, she didn't want to because of their military past, but she knew with their research and supplies they can provide to her, it was an offer she could not refuse. Sigrid joined Overwatch and began helping them with new medical advances and researches, and she became one of the head doctors of the medical research team of Overwatch, taking on the new code name Mercy. Most of the time Mercy was just in the lab, but sometimes she would take on the armor to defend and to even help her fellow teammates on the battlefield. Of course, when Overwatch fell, Mercy wasn't fully affected by it. She knew that this would happen one day because of the rivalry between Jack and Reyes, and she even tried to stop it. So when Overwatch fell, she decided she was still needed in the world. She traveled everywhere to every war-torn nation and places who need help and became their guardian angel, helping anyone in need of a doctor. For you see, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and there she is guiding us through it to get us back on the battlefield so we can kill some damn Reds. Sorry, I got a little excited there. So Mercy seems to be a pretty good doctor, but what's her tools that keeps her going in the fight? Well, she got quite a few. Her first one is her Crusader Staff. The Crusader Staff is a special device that actually deploys a healing stream of her nanobots, healing injuries and getting us back on the field. The device also has a second stream that deploys a damage boost, allowing you to do more damage on the battlefield. Strangely, it sounds oddly familiar to a similar thing. Just coincidence, I guess. Even a woman of peace, she knows sometimes you gotta defend yourself. With that, she uses the Crusade Blaster. This little pea shooter may not do quite a bit of damage, but to protect her from nasty bad guys, it definitely does the job. And again, she's not much of a woman of war, but a woman of peace. She also sports a fancy dancy armor called a Valkyrie armor. Her own design allows her to actually fly to teammates who need help. And of course, her last really cool ability, where she can actually revive fallen teammates. You think, just right before you can see the cold grave, bam! You're back in the battlefield and ready to take on the son of a gun who put you down. And laugh in their face and say, ha! Nope. You see, I almost had a lot of close calls with death. As for Dr. Mercy, she just slaps death in the face on a genuine basis, saying, nope. So, I salute you, Mercy. For you see, heroes never die, I guess. Hopefully mercenaries don't die either.
Did someone call a doctor?
So that was Dr. Mercy. Definitely a symbol of peace. And now let's take a look at our next doctor, who is kind of like Mercy, but kind of the opposite, you can say. As he told me, the healing is not as rewarding as the hurting. This is the medic. Unlike Mercy, there's not a lot about Medic we know. I mean, we don't even know his real name. We just always call him Medic or Doc. All we do know is, well, he's a doctor. Well, we hope. He's from Germany. That we're sure of. And we're definitely sure he lived in Germany at a time where the do no harm code wasn't really respected. Yeah, this guy, he's a doctor, but he's not a friendly doctor. He doesn't care much for the sick or the injured. He generally likes to work on his experiments. But oh no, he definitely keeps us going in the fight, right? To what end? So now let's take a look at what kind of tools Medic got to keep us in the fight. Well, first of all, he got the Medic Gun. This is the big part of the show here. The Medic Gun does 3 special things. Number 1, it heals you. Fix broken bones, heal bullet wounds, put out fires. Handy dandy little machine it is. Number 2, it deploys overheal on you. Pretty much as long as Medic keeps healing you, you get an overheal. That's when he stops, it kind of goes away slowly. But that way, he can help other teammates while you're perfectly fine. Shielded in a way. So it heals and shields you. What else does it do? Uber charge. That's the best part. Once this handy dandy machine gets fully charged and ready to go, he's able to release a uber charge, which makes you and him virtually indestructible. Nothing can stop you. No bullets, no rain, no fire, no rockets, no kicks to the groin, no slaps to the face, no stabs to the gut. You're unstoppable. You're a force of nature, and not that force of nature. It's still a good gun, but I'm talking more of the force of nature. Not that force of nature. That nature. Yeah. Pretty much when Medic sounds that charge, they go running, because they know that's usually a heavy on the other end of that overcharge. So that's Medic's Medic Gun, handy dandy machine, probably a little better than Mercy's Crusader's Staff. But the thing about Medic is he has more tools for hurting than for healing. For that, he has the special syringe gun. There's not much I need to say about that. It speaks for itself. It's a gun that shoots syringes. Why? That is the most cruelest thing I ever heard of. A gun that shoots syringes. I have a pretty bad needle phobia. That is like a nightmare to me. I mean, a gun that shoots syringes. That's horrible. What worries me, are those used syringes? Are those even clean? Ugh. That's disgusting. You can get sick that way. Not only that, are they filled with something? Eek. Questions that must never be answered for our sake and for their sake. Whew. So, yeah, syringe gun. Then no. That's messed up, Doc. Sometimes Medic needs to make a deeper cut. For that, he uses the old-fashioned bone saw. Cruel, effective. That handy-dandy blade can cut through bones like it was butter. So pretty much, Medic has a lot of pretty nasty weapons on his side. But to his teammates, he is a guardian angel. But to his enemies, he's a whole herd of hurting.
What happens now?
Now? Let's go practice medicine.
So now it comes to the point where we have to pick one of these doctors. Who will be the best doctor to lead our team to victory? Now, it was a tricky choice between these two masters of science. So, of course, it was very obvious. Of course I was going to pick Mercy. I'm sorry. Yes, Medic is definitely more of a field doctor. But Mercy is an actual doctor. Well, I'm going to ask you this question. Who would you rather be your doctor? This?
We are compassion.
Or this?
What was noise?
The sound of progress, my friend.
I think I made my point. Mercy is a real guardian angel, for crying out loud. She is kind, she's sweet, she's compassionate, and she spent her whole life devoted to help people in need of help. And she is a medical doctor, a medical genius, for crying out loud. Medic, on the other hand, is a mad scientist, is a Frankenstein. He don't care much for your kindness. He don't care if it hurts. He just cares about his experiments and those birds of his. Don't get me wrong, Archimedes is an adorable little bird, but I really prefer not to have him in my guts while you're operating on me, Doc. I had bird flu one time because the bird was pooping in my guts. No, thank you. Anyway, Medic is no longer a doctor, really. He lost his medical license after he stole a patient's skeleton. What? I've seen these wanted posters of a man looking for his skeleton. Poor guy. I don't even think he's alive still. If he is, I give him points for determination. Anyway, Medic, we don't even actually know if he is a doctor. We don't know if that medical license was legit. The point is, I'm sorry, Medic. I fought with you for a long time, but I had to go with Mercy for being a doctor. So Mercy wins this one. Sorry, Doc. You should have stayed in medical school.
Medic! Wait, that's me.
This is unacceptable!
Would you like my professional opinion? You are not looking well.
You are trying my patience!
Thank y'all for watching part 3 of my 9-part miniseries. Tune in next time as we take a look at more of a constructed field. My favorite topic. Also, who would you choose? Would you choose Medic or would you choose the Mercy? And also, what's your favorite game? Do you love Overwatch? Do you love Team Fortress? Or you just love both games? Thank you all for watching, and remember to keep your eyes on the target and prepare to sound the charge. I'll see all you rebels in the next video. Adios.